Liverpool facing Newcastle United at St James's Park. You have to say a big early test for our new look side. Can the Reds deliver at a ground when we do have a pretty good record? As for the team news, well, as expected, no Ibrahima Konate, so Joel Matip comes in. There's a full debut in midfield for Wataru Endo. Cody Gakpo plays up top. Diogo Jota amongst the subs. So we go with Alisson Becker in goal, Andy Robertson, captain Virgil van Dijk, Joel Matip, Trent Alexander-Arnold at the back, Wataru Endo holding with Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis McAllister cleared to play, and rightly so, after his wrongful red card last week. Now front three, Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo and Mohamed Salah. Bench of Kevin Kelleher, Joe Gomez, Darwin Núñez, Diogo Jota, Harvey Elliott, Kostas Tsimikas, Stefan Bajcetic, Ben Doak and Jarell Quansah. Our young defender from Warrington from the academy, been at the club since the age of 5, had loan experience at Bristol Rovers last season. As for Newcastle United, well, Eddie Howe names an unchanged team from the one that lost at Manchester City last week. Nick Pope in goal, Dan Burn, Sven Botman, Fabian Schär, Kieran Trippier, the back line. Then Bruno Gimenez, Joelinton, and the new signing, the Italian Sandro Tonali in the midfield. And then Anthony Gordon, the ex-Everton man, down the left. Miguel Almiron on the right. And the big Swede, Alexander Isak, up top. Bench of Martin Dubravka, Jamel Lascelles, Callum Wilson, Matt Targett, Harvey Barnes, big signing from Leicester in the summer, Tino Livramento, Jacob Murphy, Elliot Anderson, Sean Longstaff, John Brooks, the referee, on VAR, Stuart Atwell, assistant VAR, Konstantin Hatzidakis, who was also assistant VAR last week. Enough said about that. We're not going to get started on referees. Here at St James's Park, but Liverpool attacking from left to right. Get it underway. Delighted to be alongside for this one as the ball pinged out towards the left. Half cleared and then Newcastle get it back. Delighted to be alongside in the commentary box today. Our favourite Cockney Scouser, Spackers Nigel Spackman.
Well, it's a good start from Liverpool. Szoboszlai being fed over the top by Endo, and we've got a corner. And I think that's going to bring... He won the ball in the middle of the park. Endo off Gordon and set us away, which...
Szoboszlai drove in, didn't he? Right-hand side.
Yeah, he's such a good player, timing those runs.
So, good start by Liverpool, getting the early corner in the opening 30 seconds of the game. Right-hand side, Van Dijk and Matip. Matip, who can score his fair share of goals from corners. It will be Trent Alexander-Arnold on this near side, the right to take. In by Trent. Goalkeeper missed it. It's headed forward. Matip, I think, got the touch and it landed over.
Yeah, really good ball. Whipped in from that right-hand side, that corner from Trent. Pope comes for it, misses it completely. And Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip go for it. And I think it just comes off the top of... Is it Joel Matip's head? Yeah, he couldn't control it and keep it down.
How are you, Spackers? Great to be back with you.
I'm really good to see it. That you've got your shorts on, you've got your legs out, you've got your LFC top on. You're looking really well, Steve. So it's great to be here, and you know, happy New Year season, I should say, to all the Liverpool fans. Great to be here.
Ball driven down the middle, headed away by Wataru Endo, up towards Salah down the middle, cleared away by Botman. Salah pretty central, half cleared away. If you're wondering, Jota on the bench, Jurgen just slightly shuffling his pack a little bit today. Jurgen said that Jota had a bout of illness this week, so he didn't train a couple of days. He is on the bench, but Gakpo playing further forward in the Bobby Firmino role, if you like.
Yeah, but I'm just looking at the start with Mo being a little bit more central. It looks like Gakpo could be playing as the top of a diamond in midfield, because he's played in midfield, and I think he'd keep dropping in that, as you said, like Bobby used to for us, and cause problems for those two centre-backs of Newcastle.
By the way, Liverpool have scored 113 goals against Newcastle, more than any other team in the Premier League era, and Newcastle have only kept 2 clean sheets in their last 20. There's definitely goals here. Diaz on the left. Through ball looking for Salah, cut out by Botman in the end. That was unlucky. Diaz cutting in from the left. Now Trippier down the right-hand side for Newcastle. Early ball forward. Van Dijk there before Isak. Ball goes down the line. Pope way outside of his goal in the right back area. Clears it away from Gakpo, but Nick Pope clears it into touch for a Liverpool throw, far side.
I'd say really bright start from Liverpool. Everybody up for it. Newcastle can't keep hold of the ball when it comes their way. And those early balls over the top are really causing problems for Newcastle.
2.5 minutes gone here. It remains goalless. Of course, Newcastle not beaten Liverpool in the last 13 league games, so we go in with confidence. Meanwhile, Gakpo has been caught by Fabian Schär. deep in the Newcastle midfield. Share cutting very deep, and Liverpool getting a free kick with 0-0, 3 minutes gone.
Yeah, but dictating play here. Only thing missing is a shot at goal. But Newcastle, that back four, 5 in midfield at the moment. Isak up on his own. But they're trying to get into the spaces, especially Gordon. He's following Trent into that centre midfield position at the moment. Trent trying to get on the ball.
Yeah, Gordon sort of cutting in field, if you like, almost half man marking Trent.
Yeah.
So interested to see how that plays out. Matip going forward in the right back area down the line. It's played it forward. Soboslai, I think, was coming back from offside, so that's why he didn't run for it. And Cher gives it back to Pope and gets it again for Newcastle. Bruno Guimaraes in the midfield, out to the right towards Trippier.
It's going to be interesting for Joel Matip in that role with Konate being out. Can he get on that ball and find those passes and have the confidence to come and join in at the right time, but also to do his defensive work?
Botman, the Dutchman, at the heart of the Newcastle defence. Bruno Guimaraes out to the right side towards Fabian Schär. Trippier, early ball to Tonali. The newcomer Tonali runs past Endo in the end, but the ball down the line looks like is it going to go out? It still stayed in play. It's still stayed in play. Incredible. And Van Dijk held it up and all the way. He gives it back to Alisson and his goal. Big game for Endo, you know. He's had a good full week training. He comes with great pedigree. Jurgen Klopp is a big admirer. So if Jurgen Klopp likes Endo, so do we.
Yeah, I've watched Endo when I used to do the Bundesliga. I do Serie A now, but when he was playing at Schalke, he was one of the standout players of Schalke in a poor team, to be fair. So with good players all around him, I just hope that he really blossoms. And it doesn't matter about his age. He is fit as you can get in that midfield role.
Alexander-Arnold tripped up by Anthony Gordon in front of the dugouts, puts Trent flat on his backside. And what's a yellow card? Is a yellow card going to be given to Trent?
For throwing the ball away. This is what these referees are doing now.
What is he doing there? Yeah. We've had history with John Brooks. He was the referee last year. I mean, Anthony Gordon shoves Trent over. Gordon should be getting the yellow card, shouldn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. But he throws the ball at him and he's got to be careful now, Trent. I think these referees have got to have a little word with themselves. I just think they're overreacting to what they've been asked to do sometimes.
Liverpool break now. Gakpo, outside right, Mo Salah. Salah beats Dan Burn into the area. Great run by Salah. He checks his run. Burn's long legs, though, and Newcastle stop it in the end. Now Gordon coming down the line. Shoved by Alexander-Arnold coming together. And Trent has just been booked. And John Brooks... Eddie Howe is trying to get Trent Alexander-Arnold sent off. Jurgen is furious. They've got a history of the Liverpool and Newcastle dugouts.
Yeah, but he's brought this on himself, John Brooks, because he should have just had a word with both players in the first place. He should have given the free kick to Liverpool and a yellow card to Gordon, not to Trent, but Trent shouldn't have thrown the ball away. Got to settle down now. And Jurgen's having a go with Eddie Howe. Gordon's throwing his arms up in the way. And this is what... I like Newcastle, I like Eddie Howe, but I don't like... If you go back to last season at Anfield, it was an absolute disgrace from them. Yeah,
and being an ex-Everton player, Anthony Gordon...
Yeah.
You know what he's trying to do. Oh, by the way, how is Anthony Gordon knocked booked there? Didn't get a yellow card for that foul on Trent. He shoved him into the dugout.
Yep.
It's disgraceful. Isak playing it out wide now towards Joe Linton. Goes out of play. 6 minutes gone. You may recall, by the way, this referee, and I said I don't want to keep harping on about refs, but in the game last season at Aston Villa, we actually as a club reported John Brooks. Do you remember the Tyrone Mings challenge on Gakpo?
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is...
no time wasting on Emi Martinez. Yeah. So there's a bit of history there.
I think some of these young referees, I have to see, we need to look at them and see if they're actually good enough. And I'm not sure. I watched the referee the other night as well in the Premier League. I'm not sure he was good enough yet either. But in big games like this, you should have a top referee.
Newcastle getting the ball with Fabian Schär. Long ball over the top. Gordon the target. 1v1 with Trent, who's got to be extra careful. Being given on a yellow card. Gordon, left edge of the penalty area. Goes on the outside of Trent. That's good defending by Alexander-Arnold.
Excellent from Trent.
Good ball over the top to Gakpo. Brave header away by Botman. Joe Linton stopped by Alexis McAllister. Driving forward, 7 minutes gone, a frantic start at St James's. Lovely 1-2 with Salah. McAllister goes on. He needs some help. He's playing it square. It's blocked in the end by Guimaraes coming back. Ricochets wide for a Liverpool corner. on the right-hand side.
This is so
But you
open,
can see
this
Eddie
game.
Howe. It was literally
Trying to get him sent off.
70 seconds
Yeah,
since the Trent booking, and he fouled Anthony Gordon.
Well, that's ridiculous. That doesn't get a look. And his coaching staff. Trent's got to be very careful. He shouldn't have thrown the ball, and then this one. But they're remonstrating with the referee to give him a yellow card. I think that's disgraceful.
Yeah, it leaves a sour taste in the mouth, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So is he a lucky boy, Trent? I don't know.
Well, he could easily have got a
He
second.
could easily have got a second yellow there.
Yeah.
We would have been complaining, but he could easily have got one.
Yeah, but how John Brook hasn't booked Anthony Gordon as well and even it up, I do not know.
Liverpool corner from the right, and it goes deep one. Pope completely misses it. It goes to the back post.
Yeah.
Tonali. Salah's got away from Tonali. Trippier helping out. Trippier wins it back and clears for Newcastle. And John Brooks has again penalised Mo Salah this time and given Newcastle United a free kick over the far side. 9 minutes gone. It's goalless at St James's Park.
I have to say, some of the mannerisms of the referees these days really wind people up, and I think we need to have a real good look at all of this that's going on in our game at the moment. The time wasting they're trying to clamp down on, which is great. Joe Gomez is warming up at the moment.
It's interesting, isn't it? He's probably keeping an eye on Trent, isn't he? He might have to make a decision here, you know, Jurgen. He's having a word with Peter Kravitz in the dugout and Pep Linders, because I think they're worried, because you know what Anthony Gordon's like, being an ex-Everton man, and his alleged
anybody would do
going
it,
over
but
it
even
easily.
more being an
Got to watch
ex-Everton.
it.
Yeah,
You've got to watch it.
And Trent's just got to keep his head.
Yeah. Robertson on the left-hand side fires it down the line, up in the air, headed forward by Fabian Schär. Drops down into midfield. Endo in the challenge with Isak. Newcastle get it back just inside their own half on the right. Trippier infield to Bruno Guimaraes. Trippier again. Bruno Guimaraes again in that midfield. Played square at the back to Sven Botman. Across his back line to Fabian Schär. Schär goes long up towards that left wing area. Alexander-Arnold heads it away. Salah picks it up in midfield. Lovely turn by Mo Salah. Szoboszlai cuts inside Bruno Guimaraes. And it goes to Gakpo. Lovely control. Szoboszlai again on the halfway line, but a wasted pass, playing it square early. Gives it away. Newcastle win it back. It's a bit too hurried there from our...
Yeah, he didn't look, did he? Square pass. Got caught out. Almiron running back.
Alisson back out towards Andy Robertson on that far side down the left flank for Liverpool. Plays it forward early. Nobody there for Liverpool this time, and Newcastle will get the spare ball at the back with Sven Botman. Holds it square to Dan Burn, the former Brighton man. The Newcastle United left back. 10 minutes gone. No chances yet, but plenty of talking points, as there always is.
I think the big thing, Steve, is we've started well. We've started better than Newcastle, pushing them back. But you've got to keep switched on for 90 minutes here at St James's Park.
Szoboszlai wins it back. 1-2 with Van Dijk. Szoboszlai now on the left of the midfield, in his own half, the Hungarian. Back to Van Dijk. Turning away from Isak. Has support from Andy Robertson at left back, all the way back to Van Dijk. He's going to touch it to Alisson. Yes, he is, just outside his penalty area, the Liverpool goalkeeper. Alisson pings it straight down the middle, headed away by Botman. Second ball, Alexander-Arnold comes in. Burn wins it back. Good skill by Bruno Guimaraes over the halfway line. Challenged by McAllister. It's an unfair one on the Brazilian. And a free kick given to Newcastle.
Well, it's good skill from Guimaraes. But it's a foul from McAllister, nothing more than that. He gets his arm across, it's a coming together. Correct decision. No yellow card needed. Not every foul is a yellow card, and throwing that ball shouldn't have been a yellow card either.
No.
I know Trent should have done it. It didn't do any damage. He
It
just
shouldn't
threw
have
the
been
ball
a yellow
back on
card,
the
should
park.
it?
No.
Yeah, he didn't exactly throw it away down the line.
He threw it back on the
Threw
pitch.
it back on the pitch. And I think John Brooks, I think the referee, you know, Spackers, I've got a theory. I think he knows he shouldn't have booked him. I think that's why he didn't show a second yellow there. I really do believe that.
Yeah, but it puts the player on a knife edge straight away.
It does. I think he's probably saying to Trent, be careful, next one, you are getting a second
that's the
yellow.
problem, especially with this crowd and the bench of Newcastle.
I mean, so early on. Trippier free kick, launches it to the right. Good header by Gakpo. Diaz helping out at left back. Clears it off, Trippier. Hobbles away Luis Diaz after a challenge on his ankle.
Just above his knee there, the follow through from
Almiron.
Yeah. Hopefully he's okay.
He's got history with his knee, hasn't he? Unfortunately, last year, Luis Diaz.
It's one of those where you both go for the ball and you clear it and he comes in at the same time and hit each other, and just caught him on the knee, but hopefully He'll be okay, Diaz.
0-0 at St James's, 13 minutes gone. Andy Robertson to take a throw down the line. Gakpo looking to flick it on. Endo, good touch by him. Diaz turns in midfield away from a couple of challenges. Joelinton going back. Newcastle win it. Now Fabian Schär. Newcastle started their season hammering Aston Villa here when Villa had Tyrone Mings pull up with a serious injury. They struggled defensively after that. Newcastle took advantage and they lost at Manchester City last week. City had a lot of chances in that game, by the way. But here, Byrne just outside his penalty area, back towards his goalkeeper. Gakpo's on Nick Pope straight away. Out to the right to Fabian Schär. Down the line, Trippier. Through the legs of Luis Diaz. Forward by Tonali. Almiron on that right-hand side, the Paraguayan. Running at Andy Robertson. Goes on the outside, Almiron. Checks his run. Cuts in field. Miguel Almiron. Reverse ball to Tonali. Ball into the edge of the box. Headed away by Virgil van Dijk. Comes out on the left wing to Anthony Gordon, who cuts inside. Plays it square to Bruno Guimaraes. Dangerous ball to the back post. Trippier can't control it. Goes behind, goal kick.
Well, that's the best bit of play that Newcastle have had down that right-hand side with Almiron and then out to the left, trying to change the play. Trippier just couldn't pull that ball out of the sky. But they're starting to settle into this game now, Newcastle. Liverpool have dictated it up to this point without really testing Nick Pope, although Nick Pope has come for 2 corners and missed both of them.
Van Dijk, Liverpool take the goal kick short. Out to Andy Robertson down the line. 0-0 it is with 14 gone. Luis Diaz on the left. Robertson, good ball to the halfway line, but Joelinton got back there to get there before Gakpo. Now Bruno Guimaraes turns it square towards Trippier. Back to Bruno Guimaraes again. Holds it square to Botman. Down the line on the left flank to Anthony Gordon in front of Jurgen's dugout. Gordon cuts inside, plays it back in midfield to Bruno Guimaraes again. Pings the ball to the right wing. Almiron just about keeps it in play despite being sort of off the pitch, and he did get there. And now Guimaraes again, good challenge back by Gakpo, working hard. Endo can't clear, edge of the area. Anthony Gordon, shot on target by Joelinton from the left in the penalty area, straight at Alisson.
Yeah, coming across him from the right-hand side onto his right foot on this left-hand side. He tries to bend it past Alisson, but straight at the goalkeeper. Easy save for our goalkeeper. Not going to beat him from there.
Van Dijk just inside his penalty area, left side. Plays it square to Robertson. Down the line. Liverpool are guilty of giving the ball away easily in these opening stages. Newcastle dominating possession. And now Joelinton out to Gordon on the left, back towards Dan Burn. Back to Joelinton again. Played square on the halfway line to Botman. Nearly made a mistake, got away with it in the end. Gordon inside, little 1-2. Gordon goes central, running at Liverpool. Gets in a shot, deflected, and Alisson smothers the ball diving to his left.
Yeah, well, Gordon's up for it now because he's got Trent a yellow card and he's drifting inside saying, come on, challenge me then. Running on, getting the shots in, half blocked. Alisson picks it up.
Great throw by Alisson. Alexander-Arnold, brilliant play, runs past Dan Burn on the right. He's got no one in support. He's got Gakpo deep, but the final pass is given away. And Newcastle win it. Guimaraes runs past Endo. Reverse pass, well blocked by Joel Matip, well read by Matip. Plays it square, Soboslai. Good ball by him to Luis Diaz on the left, running at Trippier. Diaz beats him into the area. Brilliant run by Luis Diaz, going all the way. Good effort, beaten away near post by Pope, corner.
Good play by Luis Diaz, really positive, taking Trippier on one-on-one. Lovely ball from Soboslai out to him, and he takes it down perfectly, running into that 18-yard box. Tonali does well coming back, just gives him a little push as he takes the shot. It's a smart save by Pope at his right-hand post.
Good hit outside of his right boot, the Colombian, and that was unlucky. Yeah. Started the season brilliantly, Luis Diaz for Liverpool, scoring in our first 2 games.
Great to see him back fit. We've missed him so much, haven't we?
0-0, 17 gone. Andy Robertson with a left wing corner for Liverpool here. Plants it into the area. Dan Burn, their big left back, heads it away. Goes out for a Liverpool throw. Deep inside Newcastle territory. Thrown back towards Alexis McAllister. Alexander-Arnold in central midfield here in the Newcastle half. Pings it forward, not a good pass. Newcastle, Trippier gives it back to Nick Pope as goalkeeper.
No, we don't need to force it like that, Trent. You tried to force it out to Luis Diaz, straight on the chest of Trippier. Just got to keep playing your football, be patient. All the pressure's on Newcastle, Steve. Sorry, early on.
Back with Pope again. Gakpo putting pressure on him. Mo Salah up there, 9 goals in 10 games against Eddie Howe managed teams going back to his Bournemouth days.
Yeah, he'd love a couple tonight, wouldn't he, Mo Salah? I think when Mo gets on it, he's got to run it down, Burn, and really be positive. Take him on, maybe get a penalty, a free kick on the edge of the box, or get through and score himself.
18 minutes gone at St James's Park. It remains goalless here between Newcastle United and Liverpool, and Nick Pope will take the goal kick for Newcastle here. Pings it up towards the right wing area. Almiron actually did really well to win the header. Half cleared, Trippier heads it back to Almiron. Over the top to Isak, away by Van Dijk and away by Endo. Good ball to Salah on the halfway line, but Botman beat him to it. Liverpool try and break with Gakpo, they can't get there. Newcastle win it back again, and they knock it out wide into space for Dan Burn, the left back, just inside the Liverpool half. Early ball, Joelinton with a touch wide to Anthony Gordon, who checks inside. Good tackle by Endo on Joelinton. Ball stayed in play actually. Gakpo back towards Endo. Van Dijk, Endo again in midfield. Square pass to McAllister, turning away from the Italian Tonali. Alexander-Arnold down the line to Salah, but he slices the ball out of play. Unfortunately, Newcastle get a throw.
Yeah, good pressure from Newcastle, though, forced the mistake.
Joelinton too strong for Szoboszlai then on this left-hand side. Turns it back to Tonali, the Italian. Only 23, Sandro Tonali. Brought in from AC Milan during the summer, one of their big signings. Newcastle go long, overhead, goal kick.
Yeah, both teams trying to force it a little bit too much. Got to keep trying to play your football. But Liverpool at times are playing a 4-4-2. Mo Salah has gone up with Gakpo, and the two other players have dropped in. Diaz has dropped in, and McAllister's sort of gone across and protected in front of Alexander-Arnold. So just changing it little bits throughout the game here, Jurgen Klopp, and it's causing problems for Newcastle.
Alisson with the goal kick for Liverpool. Plants it forward up towards the left wing area. Luis Diaz beaten in the air by Trippier. Comes back to Van Dijk. Touches it back to Robertson. Back to Alisson again. Now forward towards Joel Matip on the right side. Carries it forward. And then Matip gives it straight to Burn. That was sloppy. Our passing is really sloppy here.
Well, it's having a picture in your head, Steve. When you get coming out on that ball, if you're Joel Matip, you've got to have a picture. Someone's got to come short and someone's got to spin in behind. But if he's not sure, put it in behind. Don't put those balls in the midfield, get caught out, and then you're under pressure.
And I can see Jurgen there raging, shouting, keep the ball.
Yeah.
We didn't do that against Chelsea, did we, for long periods in the second half? That's what Jurgen said that day.
Didn't keep it well enough, no. But first half, we did. The first half hour, we played very well. Just needed that second goal.
Square towards Botman. Turn forward now, Isak down the left-hand side. Good challenge from Alexander-Arnold to kick it out for a Newcastle throw a few yards away from the dugouts on this left side. 0-0, 21 minutes gone in the opening half. Burn to take the throw for Newcastle here a few yards away from Jurgen's dugout. Square, Joelinton challenged by Endo. Alexander-Arnold plays it one over the top. Mo Salah will chase. Goalkeeper Pope miles off his line, and he heads it out for a throw-in.
But that's good. That relieves the pressure. That little ball over the top, and Nick Pope having to come out of his area and head it out for a throw-in, just relieves the pressure on us a little bit. We've got to slow down again, get our passing and movement going. That's what Trent's doing, taking his time on this throw.
Yep, so deep inside Newcastle territory. Alexander-Arnold throws it down to Matip. Plays it back to Virgil van Dijk again. On the halfway line. Now Robertson. Endo, very deep in front of the back four on you, number 3. Endo gives it back to Alisson. Clips it out to the left side to Robertson again. Outside Luis Diaz. Checks his run, trying to turn past a couple of Newcastle players who blocked out Luis Diaz. Newcastle throw.
Yeah, just trying to be a little bit too clever there, Luis Diaz. I love him as a player, very skillful, but there he should have just laid it back and spun in behind himself.
Luis Diaz with the only effort at goal so far out of either team. Good save at the near post by Nick Pope. Newcastle get it back now with Fabian Schär across their back line. Back to Botman again. Carrying it forward for Eddie Howe's side. Square to Burn.
Joelinton did have a shot for them, didn't he, on his right foot?
Straight at Alisson,
Straight
at Ali, Now Joelinton again in front of the dugouts, turning away from Szoboszlai. Strong Joelinton. Good play. Tonali lifting a ball to the right wing. Gone out.
Good job as well. He overhit it.
Almiron was there.
Yeah.
Liverpool throw quickly taken. Endo just outside his own penalty area. Oh, and a sloppy pass by Endo. That goes out for a Newcastle throw-in. Quickly taken, deep inside Liverpool territory. Trippier turning away from Luis Diaz. Now their playmaker, Bruno Gimenez, gets the ball in midfield. Back to the halfway line to Botman. Now Byrne. Back towards Botman again on the halfway line. Gives it square to Fabian Schär. Forward again, the Bruno Gimenez into Tonali. Good challenge by Van Dijk. Gakpo gets it over the halfway line, running from deep. Clever play. Salah 1v1 with Byrne in the penalty area. Salah cuts inside, gets a shot. Straight at the goalkeeper.
Yeah, didn't have the conviction in that from Mo Salah. It's a good break from Liverpool down this right-hand side. Mo coming inside on his left foot, trying to bend it past Pope. It was not the best of efforts from the Egyptian king.
Newcastle breaking on the outside right. Little 1-2. Trippier, good play with Almiron. Dangerous this. Almiron running at Van Dijk. He's in the penalty area. Van Dijk just held him up. Cross comes in. Headed away by Endo. Robertson completes the clearance and McAllister tackles, wins it back. Van Dijk to Robertson, who runs past Tonali. Robertson down the line. He's been fouled by Tonali there. He was dragging his shirt off him. The referee doesn't give anything, and it's back with Newcastle again.
Yeah. I think Andy Robertson was happy they didn't get a free kick there. I just look at sometimes the way we play. Virgil at times has got to look for the ball as well, not just play it at the fullbacks, because Andy Robertson was under real pressure and having to run it down the line. There's nowhere else to go. Sometimes the centre-back's got to take the responsibility as well to play those balls forward.
Fabian Schär turns it back now towards Bruno Gimenez on the halfway line. Good tackle by Soboslai. Matip, early ball to Salah, who comes deep. Oh, Alexander-Arnold makes a mistake, and Anthony Gordon is clean through and goal and scores. Really, really poor. The ex-Evertonian gives Newcastle the lead. Awful mistake by Alexander-Arnold. Really poor. And Anthony Gordon runs through 1v1. 1-0.
I have to say Liverpool have been dominating as well, and they're in a good position here. Trent just takes his eye off the ball and it goes under his foot, and Anthony Gordon's in behind. He's not offside at all. So we've got possession. It's laid back to him by Mo Salah, and he just takes his eye off the ball on his left foot, and Anthony Gordon's pounced on it, opens his body up onto his right foot around about the penalty spot, and as Alisson comes out and Van Dijk comes back, he just slots it under the goalkeeper. It's a good finish from him. Disastrous goal to give away for us.
Yeah, really, really poor. Just took his eye off it, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And Anthony Gordon ran through and scores. Newcastle take the lead here at St James's Park.
Well, the thing is, because he's on a yellow card, Trent, he does tuck the shirt just a little bit, but not with any force, because he knows if he does that and he goes down, it's a second yellow and he would have been sent off. So I think it's better to have the 11 men still on the field, but unfortunately we're a goal down.
We've got to keep the ball a lot better, Spackers, haven't we?
Yes,
we have. What we're doing here.
But it's that understanding, really, of the movement. If the defender's on the ball, Steve, the movement in front of him has got to be there to relieve the pressure. Oh, you're away from home. You can't play football, tippy-tappy stuff all the time and then start giving the ball away. But Newcastle really have taken the lead in this game when they didn't warrant that.
Really poor goal to concede that for us, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Matip just outside his penalty area, plays it forward now to Salah. He'll spin on that right hand side just inside his own half. Salah turning away from Joelinton, who's getting really tight on Mo Salah. I'm just going to try and quicken it up a bit. Soboslai out wide to Robertson, good ball centrally. McAllister, good touch, but Diaz waited for it. Trippier took it off him, too easy at the moment. Joelinton back wide to Gordon again. Gordon cuts inside, he beats Trent again. Gordon through ball, great tackle Van Dijk on Isak. Isak goes to ground.
He's given the free kick.
And the referee's given the free kick and is sending Virgil van Dijk off. A straight red card. Van Dijk on Isak.
Well, this will go to VAR.
Goodness me.
This has got to go to VAR.
Jurgen cannot believe what he's seeing here. Virgil van Dijk thought he got the ball. Isak is rolling on the floor. A straight red card, but the problem is on VAR, the assistant VAR is the same one we had last week, so I don't hold any hope. I mean, this is the same guy, John Brooks, that didn't send off Tyrone Mings on Gakpo. When I saw the officials, I don't want to keep harping about officials, but when I saw it, I was really worried, I have to say.
Yeah.
Really worried.
You get a taste in a big game like this. But let's see if he's got it corrected. Steve, this is the big thing.
We've not seen a replay of it yet. VAR is Stuart Atwell and Konstantin Hantzidakis assisting him. We've not seen a replay of it yet. Anthony Gordon with the through ball. Isak is away. What's your call, Spackers?
Well, my first call on it is that Virgil gets the ball and Isak goes over. But is that deemed there's contact before he gets the ball? Is he onside?
He's onside, and he said he's the last man, Van Dijk, and a straight red card. He's sent off. I told you VAR wouldn't send him to look at it.
I have to say, this should have been looked at. And also, if they looked to see if he was offside, was his right hand offside? But Liverpool in big problems here. Virgil sent off.
Big trouble. Virgil van Dijk, straight red card. What is going on at this moment in time? I thought he won the ball like you on Isak. Isak runs over.
But they're not going to turn it over because they're supporting the referee. And that's the problem here that we've got at the moment with all these things going on. But Liverpool down to 10 men, 1-0 down. Trent on a yellow card.
So for the second week running, another contentious decision. Straight red card for Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool with problems. Joe Gomez is getting ready. We've got no choice. We've got to bring Gomez on. Van Dijk is arguing with the fourth official. He thought he won the ball. Isak went down. Van Dijk is absolutely livid there, and Jurgen's got to calm him down.
Well, they've all got to calm down. I think at the moment, I think the manager, Jurgen Klopp, is handling it really well.
There's another replay of it. Isak's away. Van Dijk has won the ball.
But he catches his ankle. That's what they're saying. They're saying that he catches his ankle before he gets the ball. That's what they're saying here. Right. So there's a challenge there. It's a tough one. I thought at full speed it was a really good tackle. The referee straight away gave the red card and the free kick.
As I say, we've had history with John Brooks before. This was a referee. We did report to the FA last season, by the way. I better stop going on.
Well, we've got to regroup here. We've got to regroup here.
We have. We're at Virgil van Dijk sent off. A goal down to a bad mistake. And Newcastle United at home with advantage and a real opportunity with a free kick literally just outside the box.
I don't like to say it, but it all comes back to the first couple of minutes when he booked Trent, who got pushed over by Gordon, who didn't get a yellow card.
And the problem here is Kieran Trippier's over it.
Yeah.
Trippier and Fabian Schär are over it. It's central. The two of them are having a big word together. Fabian Schär, the Swiss international, he can take free kicks as well, so they've got real quality. Schär into the wall. Thankfully Trippier didn't take it. Back in by Tonali, dragged his shot wide. Was it deflected for a corner? Indeed it was.
It was deflected, but off who? Is it a red shirt? But Liverpool are going to have to bring Joe Gomez on here. Regroup.
Yeah, Joe Gomez is coming on.
I just wonder who he takes off. Does he take Trent off? He can't really. He's on a yellow card.
So Newcastle United have a corner kick left-hand side, leading 1-0 and with a man advantage. Trippier in swinger to take. Back post it goes, free header across. Good take by Alisson, really good take by Alisson Becker for Liverpool.
Yeah, but that just shows you there.
Fell over Alisson as he kicks it up towards Salah, half cleared away.
Yeah, but Byrne gets the header round the back who's free, and obviously without Virgil on there attacking those balls now, we're weak in that department as well. So we've got to get Joe Gomez on there and reorganise here.
Something's got to be not quite right, Spackers, though. Every game we're talking about officials, aren't we? Every single game.
We are, and I just think that sometimes they're told to do things and they just do it to the letter of the law. They don't think, no common sense comes into some of these decisions. And VAR, I had one last night at the Italian game for handball. It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, let's get back to the football.
Endo plays it over the top.
Go on, Andy.
Luis Diaz chasing, Salah charging forward, but Pope out of his goal, lashes it into touch, and now Jurgen can get Joe Gomez on. Liverpool have got to make a change here. So it's going to be one of the forwards who's going to go off, is it? It's Luis Diaz. We've got no other choice. Unfortunately, the Colombian has been in great form, but it could be any one of the forward line. Luis Diaz is not too happy, but He wouldn't be, but
Nobody would be happy coming off.
Jurgen hasn't got any other choice.
No. Got to go back to the back four. So you got Joel Matip, Joe Gomez, Trent and Andy Robertson.
Alisson kicks it forward on the outside right to Salah, headed away by Newcastle. Liverpool a goal and a man down here at St James's Park. Szoboszlai back to Gomez, square again to Robertson, Endo back to Robertson again, Gomez. I think that's a great point you make, Spackers, about common sense. I think that's gone from the game now. I think it really is.
Maybe we'll get robot referees soon.
We've got to regroup here. Still in the game.
Absolutely still in the game, and we played well. Just those couple of controversial decisions. The yellow card for Trent, the sending off, the goal, the mistake from Trent. But we're still in this game, even with the 10 men here.
McAllister deep in the Newcastle half here with a through ball. Nice. Salah, good touch to Gakpo. Salah, edge of the area, good feet. Gakpo has done well. It's a great turn from Cody Gakpo. Wide to Robertson. There's his cross. Szoboszlai in the middle, but it's too near Nick Pope, the goalkeeper, who takes it well.
Yeah, poor cross from Andrew Robertson there. You've got to really whip your foot and bend it away from the goalkeeper. Just floated it in there, just what Nick Pope wanted, because he's been looking a bit dodgy in the air. But we've got to get back, get our shape, and then just try and hit on the turnover now, Steve. That's what we've got to do. Keep our shape until half-time. Concede nothing else, and no yellow cards, please.
Bruno Gimenez, square it goes back to Newcastle across their back line. Botman on the outside left. Anthony Gordon, the goal scorer, has taken the number 10 shirt off Sant Maximan, who left Newcastle, of course, to go to Saudi Arabia. Gordon with the only goal so far, the ex-Evertonian. Now Newcastle go it, knock it square, driving through midfield now towards Gimenez. Flicked by him, it's over the top of Gakpo. A clever pass by the Brazilian Bruno Gimenez. Trippier into Tonali, near post. Great challenge by Endo, read the danger, and Endo kicks it behind for a Newcastle corner.
Excellent from Endo, didn't give up on that, went all the way with Tonali, slides in, stops the cross, out for a corner. And this is where we've got to be strong now. Everybody get your head on it, attack the ball, block players off.
10 minutes to go to half-time. Newcastle United 1, Liverpool 0. Short corner on the right-hand side. Gives it back to Trippier again. Trippier given too much space. There's his cross. Alexander-Arnold heads it away. Back into Almiron, who shoots.
What a save
by Alisson. A sensational save to tip it onto the bar. It wasn't a great header away from Trent from the corner. He headed it straight to Almiron, who played off his chest. Left foot volley. What a save by Alisson onto the bar.
That was magnificent. The control, the volley, but the save from Alisson onto the crossbar, and then just regathers it and pushes it out for the corner. Another corner coming in.
Newcastle corner on the right-hand side. Trippier plays it in, away by Gomez. Comes out on the volley. Lashed it wide in the end. Bruno Gimenez, goal kick.
The problem is now, Steve, with the 10 men, they're playing those short corners. Not enough players can get out and leave the men in the middle, so it gives more time for the likes of Almiron to have the shot, Trippier to put the ball in. We're just watching that save again. Alisson, world class that was.
By the way, because of course Virgil van Dijk will now have a 3-game ban, straight red card, denying a goal scoring opportunity. The verdict was been reached by John Brooks and the VAR officials. And the news on Ibu Konate, Jurgen said before the game, by the way, that it's not serious, it's a muscular problem. He'll probably be back after the international break. We play Aston Villa next Sunday at Anfield, then it's internationals.
Yeah, but the thing is, you just got to be, how do you say it? You know what's coming, you've just got to be solid, try and pick the right team. Villa are in great form next week, but let's get this one out of the way. We're still in this game at 1-0 down, even though we are with the 10 men.
Szoboszlai has been caught by Anthony Gordon there, but
referee gives nothing.
He gives nothing. Szoboszlai is furious with the referee. Now it's played on the right-hand side to Trippier on the overlap. Real danger this. Ball into the middle. Joel Linton's there. Well read by Alisson. Just did enough to block it out. It's still in play. Kept in by Anthony Gordon on that left-hand side. Gordon 1v1 with Trent. Beats him on the outside. Back to Bruno Gimenez. Dangerous ball in. Brilliant punch away by Alisson. Trippier still in the box here. Plays it back. Almiron into the area. Shoots. Drives it over the crossbar.
Yeah, Alisson got blocked off as well when this came back in. Good punch, and I think it's Joe Linton just blocks him off, stops him getting back on the line, but thankfully the shot from Almiron is well wide. We've got to just slow everything down that we can here, waste as much time as possible. I know that's unlike Liverpool, but we need to get to half-time and regroup here.
Alisson kicks it out towards Andy Robertson, going down that left side for Liverpool. A goal down and a man down. Robertson down the line, good play, Gakpo, but it was a heavy pass. Gakpo couldn't get away. McAllister trying to win it back, snapping at the heels of the Newcastle players.
Yeah, but Gakpo's got to run away from it for Andy. He's got to look at the defender, run across him so he can play that ball.
Yeah. Newcastle go over the top. Isak on the right wing, can't get there. Joe Gomez at centre back with Matip now. And I think it's interesting. Got to be careful with Trent going into that midfield position now, especially a man down. It's fine lines in football, isn't it? Endo, Gakpo coming deep. Was that a foul by Joe Linton? It was. From behind on Cody Gakpo. No card. Free kick Liverpool.
No, it's a foul, no more than that, but at least the referee gave the foul this time.
7 minutes to go to the break. Newcastle 1, Liverpool now.
Plus, how many minutes?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem.
I think the big problem these days, Spackers, isn't it, that you look on in football across all games really. I mean, every Premier League game. Marco Silva, the Fulham manager, was seething yesterday about incidents at the Arsenal game, and
yeah,
I think common sense is right, but you just don't know. They change so much, and what's a handball these days? What's a tackle these days? I mean, Van Dijk clearly has got some of the ball there, but what is a tackle? What is a foul these days? It's so confusing for everybody, and I think that's what causes the controversy.
And I think also when you go down, a team goes down to 10 minutes, it ruins the game. But I would say all the ardent Newcastle fans to say, yeah, it's a red card, get him off. I think maybe some people say he's really unlucky. You got the ball and the player, but you know, the person who makes the decisions is the referee out there. And
now, Spackers, this is important there. So it was a foul there on Szoboszlai by Bruno Guimaraes. He kicks the ball away and no card.
Yeah.
Where's the consistency there?
Well, sometimes you say rules for one and rules for the others, but you know, the referee I think has had a bit of a torrid time since he made that early yellow card for Trent, and then he's made a rod for his own back.
Yeah, good point. Gomez across to Robertson. Now Alexis McAllister again, and it was a tough game for us coming into this one, even though you got a good record, a Newcastle resurgent Newcastle side. But here's Alexander-Arnold on the right, deep in the Newcastle half. That's a great ball through the middle. Gakpo is around the goalkeeper. It's a tight angle. Can Gakpo get the cross away? No, he can do neither. It's blocked out.
He's got to do better there.
That's a great chance. And now Newcastle break with Gordon over the halfway line. There's no one with him. He's got support left and right. Gordon to Almiron. Almiron, edge of the area. Still Almiron. Reverse pass to Trippier. Across comes Robertson. Defended it well, Andy Robertson, against Kieran Trippier.
Yeah, he did. Very well.
But at the other end, and McAllister wins it back, helping Robertson out at left back and forward to Salah. But a real chance there for Cody Gakpo. Pope came miles out of his goal. He got away with it.
I have to say he's got to be much sharper. He doesn't look sharp in this game, Cody Gakpo, for me. I think maybe Diaz would have been better staying on, but obviously Gakpo is the taller of the two lads. Maybe they need the size, but he's got to do more for the team.
Salah coming deep, back towards Endo. Szoboszlai turns it back to Endo again on the halfway line. Back towards Alexis McAllister. Twisting and turning. Endo. Salah in a central area. Every time we attack, Newcastle are getting everybody back, making it difficult for us.
But there's no width on the left-hand side because Andrew Robertson's having a little bit of a breather at the moment because he's been told to stay back, let Trent come down this right-hand side.
Yeah, it's not like the Kevin Keegan Newcastle way they used to defend.
No,
by the way.
But then Gakpo or Salah has got to make that run in behind, in behind Trippier if they can.
4 minutes to go to the break. Liverpool a goal down and a man down. Endo, square to McAllister. Back to Endo again.
We can hear the Liverpool fans now, Steve, for the first time, trying to get behind the team, give them encouragement, just trying to keep the ball here, take the sting out of the game. Joe Gomez.
Gomez, just outside his penalty area. Back to Endo. Now to Matip again. Gives it back to Alisson. Thumps it forward. Szoboszlai on the challenge. Away by Botman. The referee penalises Szoboszlai for jumping into Botman. Can't really get into the game. Dominic Szoboszlai for us here. But now Newcastle on the attack down the right flank. Almiron just outside the penalty area, breaking forward again, making the extra man advantage tell. Bruno Guimaraes turns it back now to Fabian Schär. Early ball forward to Tonali. Back to the halfway line to Botman. Back to Dan Burn again. Square to Anthony Gordon on the left wing. And they get Szoboszlai and Alexander-Arnold. Infield now to Bruno Guimaraes. Dangerous ball into the middle. Good defending, Joe Gomez. Read that really well because Almiron had made a great run. Joe Linton all over Endo. Brings him down again.
It's got to be a yellow.
That's persistent fouling by Joe Linton. So is the referee going to give the Newcastle man a yellow card? He's saying persistent fouling.
No, he's talking to him. He's not giving him a yellow card. Let him off.
Trent is asking the ref the question there. Dear me.
Everybody's got to keep their head. Jurgen's doing exceptionally well on the bench just to keep it cool at the moment. He needs to get the team in at half-time.
He's got a quite a perplexed look on his face, Jurgen, in front of the dugout at the moment, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Jurgen did brilliantly there, by the way. He ran to Van Dijk, who was remonstrating with the fourth official to stop him getting into any more trouble.
Yeah, but that's the frustration that, you get sent off for something you don't deserve.
That's it, that's a great ball down the line. Now Alexander-Arnold's in here. Gakpo trying to stay onside. Trent plays a ball to Salah. Just outside the box, Mo Salah. Gives it wide to Robertson. Left edge of the penalty area. Oh, he's took too long, Robbo. He slowed it down.
Well, the ball was behind him.
Newcastle have got men back. McAllister had his shirt pulled by Bruno Guimaraes. Liverpool free kick.
Still no yellow card.
Still no yellow card now. No.
So there's a foul there.
But going, final minute of the half, Liverpool a goal down. That was our own making. The Virgil van Dijk straight red card is very contentious. I would say, like last week with the McAllister one, people are going to have different views about that.
Yeah, they have different views, but it's the last man. That's why he gives the red card. Was there
common
contact?
sense is your good point.
Yeah, common sense. But the thing is there, if he hadn't have given it, would he have gone and looked at the screen if the VAR said, I think you need to go and look at this?
Free kick, we need something special. Steven Gerrard once scored at St James's in this range. Szoboszlai a long way out, almost over 35 yards out. He hit it central from the free kick, but didn't hit the target.
Didn't quite dip enough, did it?
No.
Hit it with the power, but not the dip. But I think Liverpool have regrouped really well here with the down to the 10. I think everybody feels everything's gone against them with the yellow card for Trent, the sending off, the goal, which was a mistake. But we're still in this game. Just got to get at half-time now. Regroup.
Anthony Gordon, the goal scorer, plays it back towards Dan Burn. Bruno Guimaraes again, just short of the halfway line. Newcastle leading 1-0. Newcastle nearly give it away, but Gakpo just a bit slow arriving, couldn't get there. Matip intercepts well at the back. Szoboszlai, McAllister. Foul by Joe Linton.
That's got to be a yellow card this time.
He's surely going to get
one.
a yellow card this time. Surely. I bet you he doesn't, Spackers. But he's gone right through McAllister there. Right through him.
You can't tackle from behind. Obviously you can. You can get away with the yellow card. That's 3 fouls in a row, Joe Linton. The referee hasn't given him a...
I don't know what we're watching here, Spackers. I have to say that. It's just baffling what's going on out there. Here's Gakpo. He's been fouled by Tonali, who shoves him over on the floor.
A good skill from Gakpo. It's a foul. No more on this occasion, Steve.
And again, no card again.
I don't think there was a yellow card on this one. It's just a foul. But the Joe Linton one, he's done 3 fouls and not got one. That's the inconsistency of the referee.
Free kick, Liverpool deep inside Newcastle territory. Liverpool a goal down here in stoppage time.
Could we nick one just on half-time here?
Had that good chance before with Trent, but I think he didn't play it early because Gakpo was offside. In by Robertson, good ball. Gomez coming in, back post, who's never scored for Liverpool. And Joe Linton got the touch to
out from the corner.
Divert it behind.
Actually, it's a good defensive header from Joe Linton because Joe Gomez is coming right round the back, Joe, attacking it. And Joe Linton put it out for the corner, but without Virgil, really we need everybody to attack this.
Szoboszlai is a big lad, but at the moment for all of our corners, He's been hanging around the edge of the box. Get him in there. He's
Yeah,
a
but
big lad.
what we don't want, Steve, is for the counter-attack from the corner. We must be switched on for that. We don't want to give them a breakaway in the second goal here.
Right-hand side, Liverpool corner, whipped in by Alexander-Arnold. Good delivery. Back post, Salah's in there. Was he held by Tonali? Referee said no. Now Soboslai on that left-hand side, wriggling his way into the penalty area. He's on the floor. He's done well, Soboslai. He's still got it. Brilliant by him. Now McAllister, big held by Tonali. Goes down. No foul, and Tonali turns him. I don't think we're going to get anything from this referee, even if we play for 4 hours today. Now Tonali falls on the floor under a challenge from Gomez. Newcastle will get a free kick themselves this time.
I think Tonali just threw himself on the floor there to get the free kick, and the referee just gave the free kick. Good play from his point of view, but the referee not consistent at all.
Mo Salah was claiming he was held by Tonali at the back post.
Yeah, but they would have been looking at that on the VAR, Steve, for that,
yeah.
And obviously there wasn't enough in it.
So Liverpool a goal down here in first half stoppage time, a man down. The goal we give away was our own making. Trent will hold his hand up. He took his eye off the ball. He made a lapse in concentration. Away went Anthony Gordon and scored. Tucked it under Alisson. Van Dijk sending off, getting some of the ball. The man as well. Straight red card. The referee had no hesitation. Isak stopped well by Soboslai in the end. Soboslai kicks it off. Anthony Gordon goes out for a Liverpool throw. Deep inside their own half. Could maybe do with half time here just to regroup a little bit.
Oh, we definitely need one. Regroup. Change a couple of little things.
It's a shame Luis Diaz was the player sacrificed for Joe Gomez, but Jurgen's not really got that much of a choice. But we'll break now at half-time. A really frustrating half for Liverpool indeed, with some contentious issues being contested as well. The only goal of the game, the mistake by Alexander-Arnold on 25 minutes. Anthony Gordon ran clear. It was a vital mistake and scored. Then Virgil van Dijk, straight red card on 27 minutes for bringing down Anthony Gordon. Replay showed he got a touch of the ball as well. Alisson with an unbelievable save as well. But half-time, Newcastle United 1, Liverpool 0. Welcome back, everybody. A real tough half that. Let's make no mistake about it. Liverpool a goal down. That was our own making. Virgil van Dijk, a straight red card. People will have different opinions of that. We'll look back on that in a moment or two. But Nigel Spacker's with us. Great to have Spacker's with us for this one. That was a tough old half, that, wasn't it?
A real tough half. We started very well. We were the dominant team. Trent gets a yellow card, which I thought was very unfortunate, and then lost his head a little bit. It recovered well, and then let the one under his foot, which they went through and scored. Anthony Gordon, of course, it had to be. But the most controversial thing was it a red card for Virgil van Dijk? Because we were still in this game doing extremely well, and that ball over the top, I thought Virgil got the ball first and caught the player afterwards, just a little bit on the ankle. The referee came across and gave a straight red, and we haven't seen a replay of that, but I'd like to be looking at that a little bit later.
I mean, interesting one. Gary Lineker, of course, has made a little comment himself. He said, might not be the general consensus, but that looked a very harsh red card to me. Virgil van Dijk clearly got the ball. Maybe my eyes are getting worse at my old age. But at the same time, looked at a few different local journalists are having different opinions. People saying, what's a tackle, what isn't a tackle anymore. You made the point about common sense, Spackers, didn't you?
Well, you ruined the game sending a man off. And Virgil van Dijk's gone for that ball. Got some of the ball, maybe got some of Isaac, who goes down and, as all players do these days, and rolls around, and the referee didn't hesitate. He came over and gave the straight red card. I just wonder, if you've played the game, you look at that and say that's a contact. And the game, we have to say, football is a contact sport, and it's getting less and less a contact sport. It's getting like basketball every week with some of these referee decisions, but I would like to see it again. But I think Virgil was really unfortunate to get a red card there in that situation.
Losing for 3 games as well, especially with Ibu being out.
Well, yeah,
it's
but
really
we've got 10. But another game where we're down to 10 men.
Yeah.
It happened last week against Bournemouth. He turned it around tonight. St James's Park is much tougher.
But at 0-0, we're unlucky. Nearly went ahead. Luis Diaz, a player in great form at the start of the season. Great run into the box. Good effort, beaten away by Pope.
Yeah, Pope at his near post, his right-hand post, pushed it away for a corner. But Luis Diaz looked sharp coming in, taking Trippier on one-on-one. Tonali got back, just put him off a little bit, but it was a good save from Pope. But unfortunately, Diaz has had to go off because obviously we've gone down to 10 men and Joe Gomez has come on, so it unbalances the team.
The goal is unfortunate. Trent obviously is going to get a lot of criticism from all sorts of different angles. We're not going to throw him under a bus.
Hold on, can I just say
but
before
it's a
that?
goal, isn't it?
But hold on. The one before that, when he got a yellow card, he got pushed over by Anthony Gordon off the pitch, and he did throw the ball, but he threw the ball back on the pitch. He didn't throw it away, time wasted or anything
like that. He got a yellow card for it,
Yeah, but the referee's got to have common sense there and say, that's enough of that. You do that again, it's a yellow card. He gave him a yellow card straight away. It didn't hit anyone, the ball. It's a bit petulant, but I think that's really affected Trent's game, and that's what happened with the goal. I think he's thinking about not making a mistake, made the mistake, and Anthony Gordon punished us.
And the goal comes when we're in possession. Mo Salah being dragged back by 2 or 3 players, gives it back to Trent, just takes his eye off it for a fraction of a second, and the pace of Anthony Gordon, we all know that's what he thrives on. He's quick, he's direct, he ran through, no chance for Alisson, ball's in the back of the net, and we're grateful to Alisson as well. A magnificent
what a
save.
World class that was.
Off
Almiron, yeah, but we're down to 10 men. The header's a poor one from Trent, a little bit central. He takes it on his chest and volleys it, and what a save. Alisson to his left hand side, pushes it up onto the crossbar, and then fortunately pulls his hands away as it bounces, because if it hits him it goes in the back of the net, and then he managed to push it out for the corner. Brilliant save.
And then the end result of the sending off is we have to make a substitution then. Joe Gomez comes on, Luis Diaz. It could have been anyone to go off.
Well, it could have been any of the strikers to go off. You can't change the midfield. It could have been Mo, it could have been obviously Gakpo. I would have taken Gakpo off, because Diaz has got a little bit more pace for me and looked on the job.
So a big second half to come. We're still in this. Newcastle 1, Liverpool 0. Welcome back, everybody. Just seeing a glimpse of a Liverpool and Newcastle United legend, one of our faves, the one and only Terry McDermott is in the crowd. He's looking good as well, pleased to report as well. It's lovely to see him there. Such a top fella that guy is, and one of the funniest guys I've ever had the opportunity to meet.
Great guy. I see him doing the hospitality sometimes at the home games, and he comes with his son who drives him down, but Terry's a top guy. What a player he was as well.
Just to clear something up, which wasn't clear for us during the first half, Spackers. You might not believe it, Anthony Gordon did not get a yellow card for the shove on Trent.
Yeah. I know he didn't.
No card at all.
No Newcastle player got a yellow card, did they?
No.
Not even Joe Linton for those 3 fouls in succession. But hey, we've got to forget about that. Trent is now captain, obviously, with Verge being sent off. But we've got a group here. We've got to knuckle down, and when we get a half chance, we've got to stick it away, because this crowd could turn if we keep doing as we're doing, keeping our shape, causing a few problems. They could turn, but we've got to be very lucky in the second half.
And with someone like a Mo Salah, he can score at any given moment in this game.
Yeah, he can, but he had a couple of half chances a little bit when he came in on his right foot, and it's a bit of a pass back by his standards. I think he's just got to keep doing what he does, Mo. And at 1-0, the pressure will, and the crowd will still react for Newcastle. So we're still in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. But a goal down, a man down here. That's at James's Park. Newcastle United leading Liverpool by a goal to 0. Virgil van Dijk, straight red card, getting sent off, which has generated very different opinions, shall we say.
Well, talking to some of the boys outside, they all had different opinions as well. Some were saying, well, I think he got the ball like me and then got the player. Some were saying they think they got the player and then the ball. So it all depends what angle you're looking at. But the thing is, he's not going to change his mind. We're down to 10 men. It's all about what we do in this second half. A goal down, a man down. We just got to be really determined here, and hopefully
by the way,
out a couple of chances
before the second half starts. See Anthony Gordon there, he's in the referee's ear straight away.
Yeah, but that's what happens, you know.
Yeah, it does. So second half underway. Come on, the Reds, this game is not over yet, but Liverpool attacking from right to left in this second half. Newcastle to get us back underway with the first touch for Alexander Isak. But yet again, seems every time we're bringing their Liverpool first team game, as we said with Spackers before, we're talking about controversies. Wouldn't it be good just to watch Liverpool without having to talk about refereeing decisions? It just seems to be every game now we're talking about it.
Well, you look back to last week when McAllister got sent off but still won the game, and it got overturned, that decision.
Yeah.
I don't think the Virgil one will get overturned, unfortunately, and he's going to miss 3 games for that. Yeah. And that's a big blow for us before and after the international break.
Yeah, massive blow. Botman at the back for Newcastle. Byrne to the goal scorer Anthony Gordon. Cutting inside from that left flank. Plays it back to Fabian Schär now for Newcastle. Ball down the middle, volleyed away by Matip. Then Soboslai trying to get there. Byrne wins it back. Gordon again on the left wing. One-on-one with Trent. Goes on the outside. Beats Alexander-Arnold. Matip missed it at the near post. Great defending by Joe Gomez. Great touch, because if not, Isak's putting that away.
Brilliant from Joe Gomez. He's got to switch onto that Joel Matip. He gave the ball away with a poor clearance and then got caught out on the cross as well. You've got to switch on straight away. No mistakes. Joe Gomez did really well there.
Trippier on the near side for Newcastle. Plays it in field to Bruno Guimaraes, just over the halfway line. Rolled square now to the left flank to Byrne. Down the line to Anthony Gordon. Running at Alexander-Arnold again. Gordon, he's beaten him. Too easy into Isak at the near post. Good take by Alisson. Gomez again just did enough.
Well, I think what Eddie Howe said to his team second half is just give the ball to Anthony Gordon. Let him run it, Trent, because he's on a yellow card. And that's what he's doing. This time Joe Gomez makes a good challenge again, but Anthony Gordon with head down, a step over, away from Trent, away from Joel Matip, and good defending in the end from Joe Gomez.
And now Cody Gakpo's taken out in midfield again by Joe Linton, and again no yellow card for the Brazilian.
Well, I didn't see this one.
Or was it Tonali, this one? Tonali going back on him.
Well, they're both.
Joe Linton took him out there, by the way.
It's a sandwich between the two, and the referee. I'm not going to keep going on about the referee. I think he's just been so inconsistent. But let's just get on with the football.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's driving us mad, isn't it? Free kick in the middle of the park. How Joe Linton has not been booked in this game is another story.
Well, I'd like to think that the referees committee will be looking at this performance afterwards and asking why.
Free kick, Alexander-Arnold plants it back stick. Matip coming in, but shoulder to shoulder with Trippier. Can't get there. And a goal kick. I think Jurgen's just asking the fourth official there about that situation, but...
Well, it's good that he's chatting. He's not ranting. He's just having a little word, saying how many fouls. It's a bit inconsistent. I think probably the fourth official agrees with him, but he can't say that.
No, you're right. Trippier on the near side, turning away from Gakpo. Back towards Fabian Schär again. Now Bruno Guimaraes in midfield, turning away from Alexis McAllister. Back towards Botman.
What we can't do here, Steve, is chase the ball. We've got to keep our shape, frustrate them, help them to go sideways and backwards, not get into these wide positions and hurt us.
Almiron gives it back towards Trippier again, just inside his own half. The Newcastle right back goes square to Bruno Guimaraes. And at the back towards Fabian Schär. Bruno Guimaraes again, turning away from Endo. Botman back to Fabian Schär. Now Trippier down the line again. It goes towards Almiron, who cuts inside, gives it back towards Fabian Schär. Out wide towards Byrne. Swings the ball wide to Anthony Gordon on the left wing. Cuts past a couple of challenges. Back to Botman. Back to Trippier on the halfway line. Feeding it square. Bruno Guimaraes to Tonali. There's men over here. Dangerous. Joe Linton on the left into the area. Goes on the outside of Alexander-Arnold. Beats him. Plays it square. Almiron's free. Blasts it over the top.
Yeah, he did well. Joe Linton for Newcastle. Down that left-hand side.
We've got to be careful, you know, on that outside left. Trent is having a tough time of it.
Well, the thing is, one time it's Gordon, next time it's Joe Linton, and Almiron, it's a bouncing ball and he doesn't control it, volleys it side foot over the top, a real let-off for us. But the thing, with 10 men, they can all rotate into certain areas, Steve, and then they're fresh, and that's what they're doing, trying to attack Trent because he's on a yellow card.
That's a good shout, yeah. Eddie Howe, Jason Tindall would have said that to the Newcastle team at half-time. He's on a yellow card, get at him.
I think he would have been saying that after the first yellow card in the 5 minutes, because they were instrumental in him getting the yellow card by jumping off the bench. I thought referees weren't supposed to, the managers weren't supposed to do that these days, otherwise they get a yellow card.
They didn't.
No one for Newcastle got a yellow card, player or staff.
McAllister, good ball to Salah on the halfway line, but he can't accelerate. McAllister's been taken out after the ball's gone, by the way.
Oh, it's going to be a yellow card here.
It's a yellow card eventually. The Newcastle man gets it. For the foul on Alexis McAllister. Is it Kieran Trippier? Yes, it is.
Well, that's it. It's a foul no more for me, but I have to say that's his first foul. Joe Linton's done 4 and hasn't got one, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm glad I'm not a referee, Steve. That's all I can tell you. I'd send everybody off.
5.5 minutes gone in the second half. Newcastle United 1, Liverpool 0. Liverpool with Virgil van Dijk, straight red card. Robertson drives the ball up to the far side, but it's a poor kick straight to Newcastle again, and Dan Burn, their left back, plays it square to Botman.
Steve, those are basic things. We've got a free kick, they get a yellow card, Trippier. Next thing is, Robbo should just put it over his head into the corner and say, someone come over this side, chase it in there. That's what we should be doing. We just give a crossfield ball straight to the left back.
Fabian Schär again for Newcastle United. Goes square across his back line to Trippier. Back to Schär again. Newcastle leading 1-0 here. Anthony Gordon with the goal. Newcastle dominating possession with the extra man, as you might have thought. Just got to stay in the game.
Yeah, that's what we've got to do. And then Jurgen's got to make the change, or changes from the bench.
Still got the option of a Darwin Nunez, Diogo Jota.
Yeah.
Still available. Now, Endo comes deep, but Bruno Tonali beats him. Ball for Almiron. Well defended by Robertson, who won it back. Robertson drives forward again, goes past Trippier, deflects into touch, goes out for a Newcastle United throw-in. Right by the dugouts. Now they drive it forward with Bruno Guimaraes again. Joe Linton falls on his backside. And the ball goes out for a Liverpool throw.
It's lucky he didn't get a yellow card for diving then, Steve. Joe Linton. No, he just fell over. I don't know what Jurgen was shouting at someone there. I don't know if it's one of the players or the referee.
Gomez for Liverpool at the back. Square towards Robertson on the near side. Gives it back towards Alisson again. Forward now to Matip, just outside his penalty area. Turning away from Isak, taking an extra touch in his own penalty area. Matip got away with it.
He doesn't know what he was doing when he received that ball. You've got to think, what am I going to do? If I receive this ball, what am I going to do? Move it out of my feet, play it to Trent. He didn't know, and he got stuck under his feet, and then put Joe Gomez in a really poor position.
Guimaraes back towards Almiron on the outside right. Trippier again, turning away from Gakpo. Goes square to Fabian Schär. Rolls it across his back line to Dan Burn. Out again to Anthony Gordon. Good tackle from Alexander-Arnold in the end. Newcastle United will get a throw. Anthony Gordon, his goal, separates the teams here at St James's Park. A bad mistake it was, and we paid the price. Schär back to Trippier on the outside right. Almiron cutting inside Robertson, feeding it back now towards Fabian Schär again. Back to Trippier. Bruno Guimaraes turning Endo on the halfway line. He's turned Endo inside out. Dangerous this, he's running at us. Gordon again in the box, cutting inside Trent. Still Anthony Gordon. Gets a shot right-footed straight at Alisson.
Yeah, Endo's got to be careful there, because he tried to win the ball instead of defending and making Guimaraes go backwards. So when you try and nick it, he turns you and opens the space up, and then Gordon gets away on that left-hand side against Trent, gets the shot in. Easy save.
He's a good player, Bruno Guimaraes.
Yes.
In that midfield. Sloppy by Gomez, gives the ball away. Bringing it forward from the back, then Joe Gomez throws it out of play. Throw in taken quickly for Isak. Across comes Alexis McAllister. Did well, the Argentine.
Yep, very well.
Goal kick for Liverpool.
Yeah, read it really well. But we've got to keep our shape. I know I keep saying it. We've got to be patient, keep our shape, and then try on the turnover, hurt them somehow. But I think as we go by and it's still 1-0, then Jurgen's got to bring on a couple of fresh legs up top.
Yeah. Soboslai back towards Matip. Alexander-Arnold back to Matip again, right by the corner flag. He turns away, plays it down the line. Ball given away, not dealt with by Matip, unfortunately. Joe Linton cutting in from the left. Gordon just outside the box. Good tackle by Endo on Gordon. Comes off the Newcastle man for a Liverpool throw.
Look, I know Joel Matip hasn't played much, but you've got to liven up here.
Harvey Elliott coming on. He will breathe a bit of life into us, you know.
And energy, absolutely, but he's just got to be disciplined as well.
Yeah. Alexander-Arnold back to Soboslai down that right-hand side, but Soboslai showed too much of it to Joe Linton, loses the ball. And Botman plays it square to Schär for Newcastle.
The problem is, Steve, you take too many touches, they close you down because they've got the extra man. You've got to have a picture in your mind and play it early.
Joe Linton back to Gordon on the outside. Dangerous cross. Gomez missed it. Tonali's in there, heavy touch. And Alisson grabs the loose ball.
Wow, we were so fortunate there. That's what I mean, playing it early. We get caught in possession.
McAllister taking an extra touch from the back. Robertson plays it forward, but straight to a Newcastle shirt again. A bit all over the place at the moment. Matip. Early ball to Soboslai. Goes down under a challenge. A foul by Dan Burn. Just short of the halfway line. Free kick to Liverpool.
I think Cody Gakpo's really struggling out there. He doesn't know where to go. Doesn't know how to help the team. So what happens? He ends up just running around, not giving anybody anything to play off.
Matip free kick, launches it over the top towards Robertson, making a run, but too long. Trippier heads it back to Nick Pope. Botman out wide to Burn. 11 minutes gone, second half. Newcastle leading 1-0 and with the extra man advantage. Across the back line, Trippier just inside his own half for Newcastle. Gives it square to Botman. Back to Trippier again. Sending it back towards his goalkeeper, Nick Pope. Out again to Fabian Schär on the right-hand side. On the line to Almiron. Tonali intercepted by Gomez. Trippier, good ball down the line, and Almiron. So Tonali's got away from Gomez. Real danger. Ball across goal. Great defending, Alexander-Arnold. He got back. He knew that Gordon was trying to get in there. Back post and score. And Trent defended that well. Newcastle corner.
Yeah, Tonali down that right-hand side, takes it off Joe Gomez, puts a good ball in.
Corner taken short, Gordon again, cutting in from the left. Bruno Guimaraes takes aim and fires in a shot from distance, high and wide. Liverpool now will try and get Harvey Elliott on.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who comes off with the fresh legs. And Jota's coming on as
Jota,
well.
Double change. Gakpo off, you called that one.
Yeah.
So Jota for Cody Gakpo. And Endo.
Well, he's not up to speed, is he, at the moment, with matches?
No.
I think he's done a job, but I think you need fresh legs out there.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised Gakpo's come off.
So, Endo, Harvey Elliott coming on. Jota coming on as well. I think McAllister will go back to playing as a 6 for us now, won't he?
Well, I think
he'll have to.
I think everybody's just got to work and rotate as much as they can in there.
Yeah, absolutely. But Liverpool here, a goal down. 58 minutes gone. Double change second half by Jurgen. Jota trying to win the header straight away. Jota to the left of the attack. Mo Salah down the middle with Harvey Elliott to the right.
Yeah, it's basically 4-4-1.
Yeah.
But Jota will try and get up there with Mo as much as possible, and he will give us a goal threat if given the service.
Salah from deep, dispossessed by Botman. Trippier plays it early now to Tonali. Goes square again for Newcastle across their backline. Schär back to Botman. Just outside his penalty area for Newcastle United. Newcastle lead 1-0 here. Still a long way to go in the game. Schär out to the right now to Trippier. Give it back. Square to Tonali. Back to Fabian Schär again. Takes an extra touch. Tonali. Forward to Almiron. Almiron twists and turns. Outside right is Trippier. Dangerous. Robertson trying to hold him up. Clever ball into the box to Isak. Isak, the Swede, holding off Matip. Back to Trippier again. Back to Tonali. Central area. Overhit. Salah wins it back. Now McAllister. Driving forward for Liverpool. Good ball. Soboslai. It's a nice turn. He's got options. Robertson to the left. He's in the Jota's in the penalty area. Left hand side. Jota trying to feed it across to Salah. Cut out for a corner. Good by Liverpool. That was really good break. Corner.
Much better. Kept the ball. We're brave. Good movement off the ball as well.
Good for Jota.
Jota trying to feed it in for Mo Salah and Elliott, and I think Joe Linton just put it out for the corner.
Liverpool corner. Can we get something and do well from a corner kick from the left-hand side? Now, the first corner that Dominic Soboslai has taken for Liverpool here today. His corners were excellent in pre-season. Can he continue that and give us an equaliser, which we need? Soboslai whips it. A great ball, actually. Joe Linton clears it near post, and Liverpool get it back. Robertson, complete miss kick, goes up in the air. Soboslai, lovely touch. Nice. Lovely 1-2 with McAllister. Dominic Soboslai down the left-hand side. Goes past a couple of players. Great play. Jota trying to feed it back. Tonali clears his lines for Newcastle. Trippier, in comes Harvey Elliott with a challenge on Guimaraes. McAllister wins it back. Jota from central. Salah battling away under pressure. Elliott did really well there to win it back off Joe Linton. Matip just inside the Newcastle half. Matip feeding Alexander-Arnold on the right, running at Anthony Gordon. Still Alexander-Arnold delivers the ball into the middle. No one there though for Liverpool. Cleared away. Battle back with Matip. Outside right, Elliott. An hour gone. Liverpool a goal down. Alexander-Arnold back to Elliott. Infield to McAllister. Now Matip again. Clever ball, Soboslai gets it, edge of the area. Salah in the box, outside right. Back to Alexander-Arnold again. Into Elliott. Reverse ball, 1-2. Alexander-Arnold digs it into the near post. Away by Botman. And Anthony Gordon clears the loose ball forward for Newcastle. Gomez wins the header against Isak. Gomez clattered by Isak. Free kick to Liverpool.
Yeah, it's a foul. Joe Gomez did really well. But this is good pressure from Liverpool. We're just lacking that end product, and that's what the next step is for us. Get some shots at goal. But I think the fresh legs have definitely livened us up, Elliott and Jota. But we just got to be careful. If we lose it on the turnover, we've got to be switched on.
So Liverpool a goal down. Robertson's free kick. Plant it into a good area. Gomez winning a header, but it's clearing the crossbar by some distance from Joe Gomez. And the goal kick.
Yeah, he's done all right since he's come on, Joe Gomez. Got something to prove, obviously. The two centre-backs who are playing now, the two who have been out of favour. Wilson warming up for them. Callum Wilson. But we're right in this game. The crowd have gone quiet. Newcastle giving the ball away. And we've got to try and take advantage.
Anthony Gordon on the left wing, running at Trent again. Trent trying to stay with him. Gordon checks his run. Scored the only goal of the game. Anthony Gordon for Newcastle. Now Bruno Guimaraes. Crossfield pass to the right flank to Trippier. Trippier just outside the box. He plays it square again. Infield, Guimaraes over the top. Trippier outside right. Back towards Tonali again. Trippier again. All play down the right wing area. Tonali trying to get away from Alexis McAllister. Right by the corner flag. Whips in the cross. Robertson's there to intercept and clear for Liverpool. Robertson turns away from Almiron. McAllister turns away from Tonali. Back to Alisson. Clips it out to the left towards Robertson again. Heads it down the line to Jota. Lovely reverse ball by Jota. Robertson on the charge. Joelinton gets back at Andy Robertson though. Winning it back, the big powerhouse Brazilian.
Yeah, he did well there, but Andrew Robertson has been working so hard up and down with the 10 men. He didn't quite have the legs to get away from him or throw himself on the ground for a free kick. Joelinton nicked it off him. But that was good play from Liverpool.
Bruno Guimaraes 1-2 with Tonali. Back towards Sven Botman again for Newcastle. Down the line by Byrne. Anthony Gordon on the left wing again. They keep giving him the ball and he's running inside. He beats Elliott. He's taking them all on. Gordon going all the way and firing it wide.
Yeah.
Well, you knew he would be up for the game here today, him, Anthony Gordon, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but he knows he got Trent on a yellow card and now he's just trying to exploit that. And it was poor defending from Elliott there. He tried to nick the ball in front and then had to chase back. It's a poor effort in the end from Anthony Gordon, well wide.
Salah from deep, just inside his own half, being dragged backwards by Botman. Soboslai back to McAllister. 64 minutes gone, but Liverpool give the ball away on the halfway line. Joelinton, early ball back to Tonali, who holds off Soboslai easily. Still Tonali, goes past Elliott, gives it back to Byrne. Coming forward from left back, reverse ball to the left to Tonali again. Made it square. Newcastle dominating possession here with the extra man. Bruno Guimaraes feeding it out wide to Trippier. Time and space to get the ball. Back to Bruno Guimaraes again. Feeding it square. Fabian Schär. Back to Botman on the halfway line for Newcastle. Square to Byrne. Botman. Back to Fabian Schär again.
Both teams having a little breather at the moment, aren't they? And then they're going to up the pace here, Newcastle.
Trippier, foul by Jota. And Newcastle United will get a free kick on the left wing area. Just an ankle tap by Jota on Kieran Trippier.
Yeah, he did make the most of it, threw himself on the floor, Trippier, but it was a free kick. And this is a dangerous area to defend now. Wide on the right, Trippier's delivery.
It is dangerous situation this. On the right wing, Newcastle leading 1-0, 65 minutes gone. The extra man advantage has certainly played a big part in Newcastle having all the territorial advantage, especially being at home as well.
Massive Massive.
Changes our entire game plan.
Well, it absolutely does, and gives them the upper hand. They've got a goal up, and then they're a man up, and it's all for us to do, but we're hanging in there at the moment.
Trippier from the right-hand side delivers the kick. Header, free header really for Botman, that he can't direct towards goal and glances it wide.
Yeah, he should have done better, Botman. Unmarked. No Virgil van Dijk there now to go and attack those. Joel Matip, you've got to put yourself in there and really attack that ball when it comes in. But Botman turned his head. Instead of heading through the ball, Steve, turned his head, went well wide.
So what are we, 21 minutes gone, second half. I mean, would you be tempted at some point? Darwin Núñez again, who can create a bit of chaos off the bench.
Well, that's
still an option for us here, isn't he?
That's the only one, but who do you take off? You have to take Mo off then, really.
Here's Jota, central, good play by him, lovely ball, Salah's got a chance! Oh, a great recovery tackle on him by Botman to deny Mo Salah. That was the chance we wanted to get the equaliser. Great link between Jota and Salah. Glorious chance, Botman denies him.
Yeah, I don't think Mo knew he was there. It's a lovely little ball down the side into the 18-yard box from Jota. That's what he can do, open defences up. Mo on his left foot thinks he's going to score, and Botman comes across, blocks it out for the corner.
Dominic Szoboszlai to whip it in from the left. Good delivery, is it? Punched away by Nick Pope as Jota tried to get in there. Goes out for a Liverpool throw-in. Deep inside Newcastle territory. Ben Doak warming up for Liverpool as well. Callum Wilson is going to come on shortly for Newcastle. Robertson over a throw-in for Liverpool. Throws it back to Dominic Szoboszlai. Now to Joe Gomez across the back line. Feeding it square to Matip. Still only 1-0. Alexander-Arnold. Back to Matip again. Outside right, Salah. Lovely touch to Harvey Elliott. Elliott to Salah. Taking on Botman. Corner. Had some good moments at times, haven't we, on the break?
Well, I think since Elliott's come on, and I think since Jota's come up, it's really given us a bit of impetus, taking the game to them. The movement off the ball has been good. The Liverpool fans are up there singing, up in their heavens, trying to get behind the team. It'd be great if we can get a goal here from this corner, Steve.
The away end is crazy at Newcastle, isn't it? Right at the top end.
You get vertigo up there, mate.
You do. Liverpool corner. Come on, Joel Matip. Let's get your head on this. Need an equaliser. Robertson from the right wing, left-footed in-swinger. Matip's at the near post, headed behind by Joel Linton for another corner.
Corner the other side, yep.
So this time Dominic Szoboszlai with the corner from the left-hand side. In a game like this, when you're a man down, a goal down, a set piece can prove vital for us.
Yeah, or a penalty when sending off, that might help.
But Szoboszlai get a good ball in. He clips it into a good area. Jota's there, beaten away by Dan Burn, the tallest player on the pitch. Back to Szoboszlai on the left. Good cross back in. Matip with a flick on. Corner. Was it glanced away by Botman again? It's another corner. This is good pressure from Liverpool. It really is.
Really good delivery as well. Szoboszlai whipping it in on his right foot. Desperate defending from Botman, out for a corner the other side. The problem is, as I keep saying, without Virgil, we haven't got that dominant header of the ball. So Joel Matip has got to go in there. Gomez isn't the biggest, but you've got to attack it. But don't give any free kicks away.
From that right-hand side, Robertson, a left-footed in-swinger for Liverpool here. From the corner kick, Harvey Elliott is getting held by Isak at this moment in time. There's a big difference in height there. Whipped into Jota at the near post. Again, Joe Linton is the big man clearing. Alisson's got it in midfield at the moment on the halfway line. Alexander-Arnold over the top, but straight back to Nick Pope. The Newcastle fans are urging Nick Pope to shoot for goal because Alisson was on the halfway line there.
Yeah, but Alisson came out and played, helping his team out, but then Trent went and just gave the ball away, trying to force it again. Just keep it going, what you're doing. You're causing problems for Newcastle. Don't go away from that football.
Just over 20 minutes left at St James's Park. Liverpool a goal down, but we're still in it.
Absolutely.
We're still battling away. We've had a number of corners in the second half. That Mo Salah, good chance there. Good defending, you have to say, by Botman. Credit where credit's due. Matip on the halfway line, first to the ball before Gordon. Gets it back to Robertson. An attacking double change. Callum Wilson, Harvey Barnes, the ex-Leicester man, are going to come on.
Yeah, I like Harvey Barnes. I think he's a very good footballer.
Alexander-Arnold in his own half, thumps it down the middle. Jota chasing. Fabian Schär wins the header. Then Tonali winning the loose ball for Newcastle.
Yeah, Tonali read the situation. The header there, he got there before Szoboszlai, but they've got fresher legs because they've got the extra man. but we're doing extremely well. We have played well in this game.
McAllister trying to win it back in midfield there off Tonali. He's been unlucky, really. And Newcastle go across their back line.
There's some tired and weary legs out there now for Liverpool.
It's a pity a defensive error led to Newcastle getting the goal. And then Virgil van Dijk sent off. Controversial. As I say, different people have different views on it. Did he get the ball or the man first? Last man. Newcastle making changes up front. Callum Wilson on for Isak, and they're taking Anthony Gordon off as well, the goal scorer.
Yep.
And bringing Harvey Barnes on, straight replacement for him on the left wing. The irony is, I was quite worried about facing Isak, but we've actually kept Isak really quiet today.
Yeah, just obviously the sending off of Virgil, because it's Isak getting in behind, but he's been quiet. You're absolutely right. Callum Wilson can score you a goal and back in. He's very physical, so it's a different sort of challenge now for Joe Gomez and Joel Matip. But this lad.
And there's another change as well in midfield. Is it Sean Longstaff coming on in place of Tonali? So 3 fresh legs on for Newcastle.
Yeah, and all really attacking players. Centre forward, wide player and attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
So we've got to be switched on. But we're doing well here. Let's just make no mistakes and give the ball away now.
Alexander-Arnold flicks on the header, looking for Elliott. Joe Linton got there first on the left side. Now Barnes with his first touch, intercepted by Matip, was good. McAllister gets on the ball. Elliott feeding it back to Gomez. Matip has to kick it early, but straight to Joe Linton for Newcastle. Handball appeals by McAllister, not given by the ref. 27 minutes gone, second half. Liverpool a goal down and a man down. Newcastle have it now. Out to the right side of Trippier. Feeding it outside right now to Almiron. Almiron on the outside right, cutting inside Soboslai. Feeding it back to Trippier again. Now square for Bruno Guimaraes. Across the back line, now down the middle, Joe Linton. Bruno Guimaraes again. Feeding it to Dan Burn. Outside left, Harvey Barnes. Cutting inside Elliott, Barnes. And gives it back again towards Botman. Burn, all deep in Newcastle territory. Forward by Botman, driving it to the right wing area. Almiron does well to keep it in play. Trippier, back to Almiron again, feeding it square towards Longstaff on the outside right. Longstaff has got his cross in, and Callum Wilson puts his head towards goal, but it's gone well wide.
Well wide, he's well past the near post, heads it wide. But fresh legs for them. Longstaff getting forward, Wilson attacking this ball at the near post in front of Joel Matip, puts it well wide. I just wonder, what's Jurgen thinking about now? Do I make another change? Do I be
Darwin?
Yeah, but then I've really got to take Mo off. Do I do that? I don't know.
Newcastle go out wide on the left wing. Barnes running at Alexander-Arnold. Good tackle by Alexis McAllister. Well played, Alexis McAllister, to win it back. Now on the outside right, feeding it back to Elliott. Now again it goes towards Alexander-Arnold. It's a good ball by Trent over the top. Pope's got miles off his line to head it away from Mo Salah for a Liverpool throw-in. Salah takes the throw quickly. Elliott on the outside right. Elliott goes down under a strong challenge from Joe Linton.
Hold on, there's 2 balls on the pitch.
For Newcastle.
There's 2 balls on the pitch and the referee doesn't blow his whistle.
Dear me.
Look, it's a ball over the top. Headed out, and then they gather the ball to take the throw in, and another one comes on the pitch.
Newcastle clear it only as far as Alexander-Arnold, back towards the back post. Jota's in there, goes down under a challenge from Trippier. Trippier is fuming with Jota. Referee says go away, doesn't want to know. Half-hearted penalty appeal, no.
Well, he's got his eyes on the ball, doesn't see Jota.
No.
I don't think it's a penalty, I don't think it's a yellow card, but don't forget he is on a yellow card, Trippier.
He is, it's a good point. He is. So a goal kick for Newcastle, which Pope will take quickly. Square to Botman, back to Pope again. He clips it out to the right side to Trippier. Still a fine line in this game. Final 15 minutes. Newcastle on the counter now with Almiron. He's got past McAllister. He's got past Gomez, and he's hit the post. Brilliant effort by Almiron. He's unlucky. Second time in the game Almiron's hit the woodwork. Now Newcastle appealing for a penalty with a cross blocked by Harvey Elliott at the other end. It's gone for a corner.
Yeah, Almiron brilliant with his pace and his trickery, but you've got to defend him and send him on the outside. You let him come back on the inside on his left foot, he can do that.
So Newcastle leading 1-0. They have a corner kick on that left-hand side. But they're checking a penalty there from the Elliott handball.
Well, they will check it for sure.
Yeah, I think they are. That's why play's being held up. No penalty kick. Corner instead.
Didn't see it from our vantage point.
Harvey Barnes with a cross, blocked by Elliott.
Come on, let's defenders get a red head on it.
Barnes with a corner from the left. In swinging delivery. Back post it goes. Allison goes down in the middle. Peelsley was fouled, not given. Liverpool hacked the ball clear.
I think he might have just slipped, actually.
Now a change for Liverpool here. And it's Jarell Kwanzaa and Darwin Núñez. So a Liverpool debut for Jarell Kwanzaa, who's been on the bench a couple of times. A centre-back who's been with the club. And it's Joel Matip who's gone off and Alexis McAllister who's gone off. So Kwanzaa, young boy from Warrington, been at the academy since the age of 5. Matip goes off, he hasn't played for a while. Hopefully there's no injuries there for Joel Matip.
I don't think so. I think it's just a lack of match practice,
yeah.
Basically.
So Kwanzaa, who impressed in pre-season, had a loan spell at Bristol Rovers under Joey Barton and did really well last season. But he comes on now. Darwin Núñez on for Liverpool. We've got 13 minutes to go of normal time.
This is a brave change. Both of them brave changes now. Leaving Mo on as well, who's worked really hard. McAllister off. Kwanzaa on at the back for Joel Matip, and Núñez, who's going to run and hurry and put them under pressure.
Wilson, Kwanzaa, good clearance by Kwanzaa with his first touch. Gomez was being held back by Wilson.
Yeah, the
free kick Liverpool.
The assistant gave it on this side.
Yeah. Newcastle 1, Liverpool 0. We're still in this. Can Darwin Núñez provide a bit of chaos, as we always say, for us here?
Well, we've got to get a goal. I think that's why Mo's still out there. We need a goal. Him and Jota, the two. Darwin could do with a goal, that's for sure.
Yeah, even though he's been quiet, you've got to keep Mo on there because he can score at any given moment in the game. Look at the one before that, ball over the top. Nick Pope, if he doesn't get there, Mo goes past him.
Yeah.
So he has to get it. Salah comes deep in midfield to win the ball.
Turn.
Harvey Elliott now for Liverpool. Elliott with a good ball over the top. Núñez, it's a good first touch. He's just outside the box, but Burn got back at him. That was a chance, that, for Darwin Núñez, you know.
That was a real chance.
Joel Linton with a great through ball. Real danger here. Barnes is in the box. He's got Wilson. Barnes goes for goal. Deflection from Gomez. Takes it away from goal. A big chance for Newcastle on the break. Harvey Barnes chose the wrong option, thankfully, and we got away with that.
Yeah, but coming back to Núñez's charge, there's a great ball over the top from Elliott. He's got to take that down and take it to his right-hand side.
Go for goal, he's got to.
His touch just let him down, Steve. Really poor first touch. I know he's just come on, but you've got to be ready for that. You don't get all these chances in the Premier League.
Elliott, good ball. Jota, just outside the box. Jota racing away. Núñez, trying to give it back to Jota in the area. Núñez goes down. He's angry with the referee. Nothing given. Robertson.
That's really unlucky. Good play, Jota. Núñez.
Szoboszlai, he's been fouled by Bruno Guimaraes, but no card.
No card.
And I'm not surprised.
Yeah, we're not surprised. Look at this touch, though. Look, he's got to do better than that. He's just got to knock it in front of him, and he's in on goal.
Better touch, and he's away from Botman there.
Yeah. One-on-one with the keeper, Nick Pope. It might sound we're being harsh on him, but at this level, those are the chances you've got to take.
Szoboszlai, free kick taken short, deep in the Newcastle half to Elliott. Now back to Robertson. 11 minutes to find an equaliser with 10 men. Elliott outside right now. It's Jarell Kwanzaa going down the right wing for Liverpool, challenged by Joel Linton, and now Joel Linton goes to the floor holding his left knee. Darwin Núñez trying to pick him up, but of course they can't waste time because the referee will add it on these days.
Well, we need as much time as he can add on it at the moment. Maybe when we get an equaliser, we don't want any on.
Robertson, Szoboszlai, back to Alexander-Arnold again. Good through ball. Salah, good touch. Jota, bit of space. Trying to get a mistake. Darwin Núñez is in. Tight angle.
Yes!
Gets in. Darwin Núñez 1-1. What a finish. What a goal. Mo Salah with the assist. Darwin Nunez with a brilliant goal. 10 minutes to go. The 10 men of Liverpool. Spackers, my word, that feels good.
We deserve that, and I have to say, Darwin, after messing up with the first one, this one, no mistake whatsoever. In on the right-hand side. Lovely ball round the corner from Mo Salah.
What a ball by Jota.
And then
Lovely
Jota.
touch. Jota releases. A mistake by Botman. Tight angle. He lashes it in. You remember last
Hard and
season?
low.
You remember last season when Darwin Nunez was missing a lot of chances like that? That's work on the training ground.
Yep.
Because he leathered that bottom corner into the back of the net. It's a brilliant equaliser by the Uruguayan. What a goal.
Brilliant.
1-1.
We deserve that as well with the 10 men, but that's a brilliant finish. Darwin Nunez in off the inside of the post. Nick Pope at full stretch, and the manager's going, keep your heads now.
Jurgen shouted to the boys, concentrate, concentrate.
How long we got left, Steve?
We've got 10 minutes.
Plus added.
1-1.
We don't need any added now. Let's just take the 10 minutes.
Newcastle making another change, by the way. Elliot Anderson on for Joe Linton, who picked up a knock, I think, before.
Yeah, on
But
that knee.
we said before, didn't we? Read a stat out at the start. This Newcastle team do concede.
Well, it's conceded goals in every game this season.
We've got to be careful here now. We've got back into it at 1-1.
Yeah.
And for the effort we've put in, I think we deserve that.
Oh, absolutely. I've been disappointed in Newcastle in the way that with the extra man, they've not really made it tell. But credit to Liverpool, they've worked so hard. But let's keep what we've got here. Keep your shape.
Big moment just before that, Spackers. Harvey Barnes is away.
Yep.
Wilson's free in the middle. It's 2-on-1 with Gomez tracking back.
Yeah, Gomez
Big
did really
moment
well.
that for us.
Got a little bit of a block on it. It spun up, and then Ali got back and kept it in play, and that's what led to us going down the other end.
1-1 here at St James's Park. Darwin Nunez scored a great goal at St James's last season. Great ball by Trent. Fizzed it into Mo Salah's feet. Makes up for the mistake that led to the Newcastle goal there. But Newcastle on the attack. Robertson stops it and booted away back there for Liverpool. Now a loose ball. Soboslai gets it. Great ball by Soboslai. Jota flying away down the left-hand side. Nunez and Salah in the middle. Jota, here goes Nunez, tight angle. Brilliant pull back. Jota's there. Goes down, no foul. It's Soboslai, edge of the area, lines up a shot, charged down. Liverpool were appealing there as Jota went down in the middle, and it was cleared away. Now Nunez, edge of the area, gets there first, cleared away. The Liverpool fans are roaring at Darwin Nunez here. He's really got the team going.
Yeah, and the lads are working so hard for each other. Mo Salah did brilliantly to get back on that right-hand side and stop Newcastle counter-attacking.
Jota played the reverse ball to Nunez. Nunez trying to give it back to Jota to get a first-time shot away. There were just too many defenders in place.
Well, they got two blocks, didn't they? That one, and then it came back in. They got a block from Soboslai.
1-1 with 10 men. Virgil van Dijk straight red. 39 minutes gone on the clock now. We've got 6 plus stoppages. Soboslai with a challenge on the halfway line. Bruno Guimaraes. And there's going to be a yellow card for a Liverpool player for kicking the ball away.
Well, he's more intent on booking players for throwing the ball or kicking the ball away than he is for tackles. That's so annoying as a professional footballer.
I did say, Spackers, didn't I, to you when I saw you before, that Darwin Nunez gets a yellow card for kicking the ball away in frustration. Newcastle free kick, backed into the area, back post, headed across goal and headed wide in the end by a Newcastle player, Harvey Barnes, who's hurt himself in the process.
I think it's where he's landed. Let's have a look. I didn't see the one where he kicked the ball away.
Yeah, there he is. He's kicked it away. The referee is looking. He spotted it.
Yeah.
And he gives him a yellow card.
It is a silly one, I have to say.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is really that's the new things they brought in. If you kick the ball away, you're time wasting, etc.
You get a yellow card for that one.
But the one for Trent, he threw the ball back on the pitch. How's that wasting time?
It wasn't wasting time.
Did he say he threw it at someone?
And the fact that he doesn't book Gordon for the blatant two-hand shove in the back on Trent onto the floor. The fact that he doesn't book Anthony Gordon there is disgraceful. There's no other word for it.
The thing is, we've got to forget about that. We got back on level terms with the 10 men now, with that finish there. Oh, Darwin, I should say, with the finish there. Brilliant finish.
What a goal that was.
Yeah. But now we need to hold on, do nothing stupid. Keep your heads, don't get another yellow card, get another sending off. Just keep turning them in the right places.
I mean, the boys might try and get a bit of excitement, try and win this game now, which would be incredible. But
it would be incredible.
I think if we get a point at the end of this, that would be it for us. You'd look back at this, I think we'd say that is a huge point,
Steve,
under the circumstances.
Absolutely, Steve. And I think you have to give great credit to the players, the staff, everybody together to get something at St James's Park. When you're down to 10 men, down a goal as well, I think a point here is going to be absolutely amazing for this group of players, and it gives great honesty to the group and also great determination and belief in the group.
Yeah, I think Newcastle got an injury here. Sven Botman's gone down injured, and they're going to bring on Matt Targett in his place.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Jürgen looking on from the touchline. You probably think there's going to be a heck of a long injury time going on. Yeah, Newcastle have lost Botman. That's a big blow for them. The talisman at the back, although he did make the mistake that led to Darwin Núñez with the goal.
Yeah.
To lash home the equaliser. Bottom corner, right-hand side. Matt Targett, the former Villa man, comes on.
Now, because there's been a break in play, you've got to get your concentration back. This is the big thing now. Sometimes there's a lull in play and you switch off. We've got to keep switched on here.
Forward by Alisson. Robertson trying to win the ball against Callum Wilson. Good challenge by Harvey Elliott, who's actually played really well again since he's come on.
Done very well because he brings you energy. He goes and closes things down.
Good challenge. Núñez. Elliott. Handball there by Bruno Guimaraes. No, says the referee. Much to Spacker's bemusement. Harvey Barnes on the left wing for Newcastle into the penalty area. Holding it up. Trying to get it out wide. Anderson. He's come off the bench, of course, Elliot Anderson. Callum Wilson free in the box. Got to be careful here. Liverpool. Guimaraes overhead. Straight back to Alisson.
That's just what we wanted, to relieve that pressure there. The pressure was building. It's a poor ball over the top. Alisson gathers it. 3
minutes of normal time remain. 1-1 here at St James's Park. Darwin Núñez off the bench. The two subs off the bench. Jota, who got an assist and a great goal last week. Another assist for Jota this weekend as well. He didn't start because Jürgen said he was a little bit ill in the week and missed a couple of days training. But here's Kwanzaa diving in with a challenge. Barnes at the back post. Alexander-Arnold trying to block them out. It comes back in. Little turn. Good play by Elliott to force Anderson wide. Guimaraes turning away from Darwin Núñez. Back again to Bruno Fabian Schär in midfield. Gives it now towards Byrne. Square it goes to Barnes on the left-hand side. Cutting inside. Guimaraes. Little feeding it back to Barnes. It comes to Almiron. What a block by Andy Robertson. And Szoboszlai will clear it. Salah on the charge. Turn back to his goalkeeper, Pope, who's miles off his line. Newcastle were appealing for a handball there when it clearly hit the side of Andy Robertson.
Well, shout for anything.
Shout for anything. Dangerous now as Bruno Guimaraes trying to play these through balls. Liverpool back off. Edge of the area. Good shot. Good save by Alisson to deny Sean Longstaff.
Good save from Alisson. Good hands as well, but it just opened up for the fresh legs. But this is another one we're looking at. Hits his back. He turned his back. But they appeal for anything, as we would.
Gracious me.
Yeah, but we'd appeal for it as well, Steve, at the other end, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
But, but this is nail-biting now.
Alisson now to kick it forward for Liverpool. Lashes it over the top. But straight goalkeeper to goalkeeper that time. Last minute of normal time. Be interested to see how much stoppage time there will be. 1-1 here with 10 men, thanks to Darwin Núñez with a moment of brilliance.
Well, brilliant finish. The break of the ball, but then had the composure, the touch out of his feet, and drills it across the keeper.
He would have been frustrating not to start in any of our opening games, but he's shown his quality again there.
Yep.
Almiron on that right-hand side, on the run into the area. Gomez has got to be careful. Callum Wilson reacting late, lashes it over the top of the crossbar.
Yeah, reacted and put it over the top. But I have to say, Liverpool are defending very well at the moment.
Kwanzaa did well there, actually.
Kwanzaa put him under pressure. He's done well since he's come on. Been very switched on, Kwanzaa. Good athlete. Looks a really good specimen.
Incredible. Been at the academy since the age of 5 to making his debut for Liverpool here today. Some go in that, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Alisson taking his time. He's got to be careful, otherwise the referee will give him a yellow card as well. Stoppage time. 5 minutes. Stoppage time. Thought there might have been a bit more.
I thought there'd been a bit less, please. Just 1 minute would have done.
Stoppage time. 5 minutes of it. 1-1 at St James's. Guimaraes back towards Dan Byrne. Guimaraes Square to Trippier. Outside right, Almiron. On the outside right, Joe Gomez.
Well
Great
done.
defending. Great defending. Well done, Joe.
Yeah.
Against Longstaff.
Yeah, Longstaff with his fresh legs coming on, trying to run in behind. It's not the best of balls, but Joe gets across, gets his body in the way, runs it out for the goal kick. Let's just waste our time on everything as Newcastle did at Anfield last season, shall we?
The crowd are doing their best to try and get the referee to give Alisson a yellow card here.
Come on, Ali, don't get a yellow card.
He's going to take the goal kick now. Drills it forward, up towards the left wing area.
Up early.
Jota will lead,
Well
wins
done.
the header. Nunez is chasing.
Go on.
Trippier back to Nick Pope, who's got to lash it left-footed forward into the Liverpool half. Gomez beats Callum Wilson in the air. Jota on the left. He's turned, he's been fouled by Bruno Guimaraes.
Well
Jota.
played, brilliant play.
Brilliant by Jota.
Absolutely sensational play. The touch, the turn, he knew the foul was going to come on.
He's been terrific, Jota, since he's come on.
I think he's been brilliant all season.
He has. He's a big player for us, Diogo Jota.
And he'll score your goal.
Yeah. Now Soboslai over the free kick for Liverpool.
We've got to be sensible and cute here.
Yeah. Deep inside Newcastle territory. Nunez and Salah making runs. He's played all the way back to Jarell Kwanzaa, number 78 on his back. That's a good ball by Kwanzaa over the top. No, just over here.
Just over here.
Trent was on the run,
Yeah.
and Pope gets there.
Now you've got to get back. Well done, Trent.
Burn. Trent gets back at him. Longstaff in that midfield area. Ball over the top to Almiron. Dangerous on the outside right. Trippier. Good block by Robertson. Near post flick. Alisson with a good save to deny Longstaff at the near post.
Yeah, Longstaff just tried to flick it. He knew the goalkeeper was coming and he was out there.
New trying to back heel it, and Alisson makes the save.
And then gathers it brilliantly.
And good covering by Kwanzaa, who was on the line.
Absolutely.
Alisson kicks it forward. He spotted Nunez up there, headed away by Fabian Schär. Guimaraes, Elliott wins it back brilliantly.
Go on, Mo.
Now Salah for Liverpool. Great ball! Nunez is in again! Yes! He scores again! Darwin Nunez! Has he won it for Liverpool? St James's Park away end erupts! Incredible! Brilliant by Mohamed Salah! Nunez away! What a finish! Ben Doak and Stefan Bajcetic, the boys on the bench. Diaz, the Liverpool bench are going crazy.
Incredible.
We're going crazy. Liverpool with 10 men, leading Newcastle 2-1. Amazing.
This is crazy stuff. Brilliant from Nunez. What a pass from Mo Salah. The movement off the ball, but the defending from the likes of Kwanzaa and the goalkeeper as well. And the Liverpool faithful are going absolutely crazy here. And I have to say, in the middle of the park, Harvey Elliott won that, and then Mo Salah plays the pass. He's a
Miles
good
onside.
meter onside, but
What
what
a
a finish.
What a finish.
Brilliant. Absolutely
Same
amazing.
again, Darwin Nunez, right side in the penalty area. What a through ball by Mohamed Salah. You talk about Mo's goals. By the way, that's his 60th Premier League assist for Liverpool. 60 Premier League assists, 76 assists for Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah, but what Darwin does well on this, he runs round the ball and then he passes it. It's an instep. It's not a strike, this one. It's the instep across the keeper, Nick Pope, into the far corner. 2-1.
Newcastle in the box. Gomez with a great tackle away by Soboslai. Now Liverpool again. Alexander-Arnold. Great ball. We're in again. Nunez. Jota. Free on the right. Salah's in the middle.
Just keep it.
Jota holds it up. He's in the penalty area. Jota. He's still got it. Back out to Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool
Start again.
keeping the ball. Trent runs past Harvey Barnes on the right. He's taking it towards the corner flag. Alexander-Arnold with the captain's armband on here. It's a Liverpool throw-in. And Trent
Brilliant play. Trent.
salutes the Liverpool fans. He shouts, "Yes, come on!
Yeah, but
let's see this over the line."
But let's not get a yellow card for time wasting,
No,
Trent.
gotta
That was
be careful.
brilliant play.
Yeah.
And the assistant saying that to him.
Yeah. Now he's got to take a throw in quickly. He can't get yellow carded again because this referee will give him a yellow card if he time wastes. He doesn't. Jota into the area, only as far as Fabian Schär. There's not long left. There might be extra minutes. Gomez with a slip at the other end. In comes Callum Wilson. Brilliant, Joe. Joe Gomez.
No foul.
Great tackle. Well done, Joe. It's what we want from you.
Robbo just boots it over the top. He's trying to play
Throw
out.
it for Newcastle. Now they go here. Liverpool leading 2-1. Soboslai with a
No.
silly foul on Longstaff. Free kick for Newcastle. Opportunity for them deep in Liverpool territory, right-hand side, to get a ball into the box.
You know what, Steve? I don't think that was a free kick. I think he's just thrown himself on the floor in front. The assistant didn't even get it. But this is a difficult one to defend against. Trippier wide right.
Liverpool with 10 men. Leading 2-1 after being a goal down, thanks to 2 from Darwin Núñez. Nick Pope, the goalkeeper, has been sent forward into the penalty area. Alisson is directing the ball. This is the last attack of the game, this, looking at the watch. We've got over 5 minutes. Now there's a Newcastle man. Longstaff is throwing himself to the floor there in a collision with Joe Gomez. The referee is telling Gomez to be careful.
Yeah, but the ball's not in
play
play.
all sorts,
Yeah,
Backers.
of course they are.
The goalkeeper's forward. This is last chance saloon. Can we defend it well? Trippier delivers, back post. Pope attacks it.
Leave it.
Ball in the air, goes behind, goal kick.
Brilliant.
And
Joe Gomez was brilliant in there.
he has.
Ali's been brilliant. The whole squad, the whole staff have been absolutely amazing here.
Jurgen Klopp is just checking with the fourth official how long we've got. Darwin Núñez is saying we've played over 6 minutes here. I think the referee is saying when Alisson takes this goal kick, he may well blow up. Well, we'll see.
Well, we want Darwin to come out towards the dugout so he can hit it towards the dugout and just flick it on. Waste a bit of time if we can.
Oh, football, it gets your highs and lows, doesn't it? We've been through the mill and back today.
That's it!
And we've won! That's in! Darwin Núñez off the bench! What an impact! What spirit! What desire! Jurgen Klopp calls these men the mentality monsters! That was on show here! We've had controversy. People will have different views. A goal down, a mistake by Alexander-Arnold. And Anthony Gordon, the ex-Everton man, running through to score. He thought he got the winner, especially on 27 when Virgil van Dijk is sent off for a straight red card for a foul on Isak. He got the ball and the man as well. People have had different views on it. Straight red card. Second half. Don't forget a magnificent save by Alisson in there.
A few.
Off Almiron to stop.
Yep.
Newcastle going 2 up. But Núñez off the bench. First of all, put away. What a finish by Darwin Núñez. Right side, bottom corner set up by Jota. And right at the end, great play by Elliott. Salah with the assist. His 60th Premier League assist. In goes Darwin Núñez.